you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good on this beautiful, beautiful summer day.
Yeah, it is very nice outside. Very
Yeah, all
nice.
this rain. I don't know where you guys, where you viewing us from, but we've had so much rain. It's like every weekend.
Yeah,
You
I'm
know?
waiting for summer to start so I can start doing summer things.
Yeah, I keep having stuff to do around the house, but I got an excuse. It's raining outside.
No,
want me to
now I
do?
just tell him, come on, let's go outside and walk in the rain.
Nobody like walking in the rain. Who likes walking in the rain?
I do. It's so peaceful. You're out there with Mother Nature.
So I did it once, just like Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
And we was on the boardwalk in one of our beach resorts where we at, and it was raining. I knew I couldn't do work around the house, so I thought I was good. I just stay inside. Next thing I know, she had me walking up and down the boardwalk in the rain.
Wasn't it nice? Wasn't it peaceful? Tell
Yeah.
the truth.
Mhm.
It was
Wonderful
nice.
experience. Did it once, said okay.
I mean, that's the way to, reconnect and,
That's the way to get wet. I don't know about
Okay, anyway.
reconnect, but get wet. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, our topic is today, when your marriage or your relationship is over,
Ooh.
is there a certain,
Are you talking about somebody specific?
well, I mean, they just brought the thought
They
to
brought the
mind.
thought.
They brought the thought
Well,
to
here
mind.
is how the thought came to mind. They putting their husband on blast on Facebook, and they also said there's more to come. Stay tuned. I don't have my phone because I'll look up right now because I'm on.
Because you got it out there for everybody to see,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My thought is you're the one that's looking bad. I
Okay.
see why they're not with you, kind of thing.
Repeat the question one more time.
Okay. When your marriage or your relationship is over, is there a certain type of decorum
Yep.
that you should display?
Yep. Hire a good attorney and don't say shiggity.
What I mean, but the thing is,
Well, it depends on the terms. It really depends on the terms. Now, if you're a husband and you walk in on your wife sleeping with some man in your bedroom, there's one way to handle it that way.
well, that's a whole nother subject for sure.
But if you married the wrong person, he used to know this guy. Remember this guy? He used to
His
wear
name was Mark. Sorry, Mark, if you're out there, our name dropped.
He used to wear his wedding ring on the right hand. I said to him one day, "Why are you wearing your wedding ring on your right hand?" He said, "That's because I married the wrong bitch."
And I get it, but he still had his wedding ring on.
Are they married now?
I don't know. I haven't talked to Mark in years, but
I doubt it.
I doubt it too. I doubt it very seriously.
Yeah, but anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, I just think it
So
just up the story.
if you walked in on me having sex with somebody upstairs in the bed, what would happen?
Oh, you leaving this motherfucker broke.
Mm.
Sorry.
Mm.
Because that's betrayal. This is my house. That's betrayal. That's a whole separate, But if we just marriage just ain't working. I don't like you, you don't like me, I get it.
All right,
But does it have to be nasty?
No, I'm not a nasty person.
I mean, is there any reason to go on Facebook and spread your laundry?
Absolutely. Well, from my perspective, I'm just, I'm just not a
Public person.
video host person, kind of.
Well, what you doing
person.
right now?
No, I mean, I said I'm just not. That's not all.
Okay, that's not all.
So I can't be putting my business out there on the street like that.
Yeah, because it was quite involved. I thought.
What was involved? The post.
The post was kind of involved, I just thought, in my opinion, it wasn't a good look. Because she has a business too. She markets herself, and to put your business out there and how you handle situations just didn't look
It
good.
reflects
I
back.
mean, this is a Kenya type shit to me.
It's a professional.
This is,
She's a
self-sabotage, right?
Yeah.
Because you are a professional too. So there has to be a better way to handle, a breakup without.
Like I said at the very beginning, hire a good attorney. That's the best way to get them.
Yeah, and I would just keep quiet.
Yeah, don't say nothing. Because,
Keep quiet. I mean, as you might have your friends that you talk to.
Your
But,
confidants.
but other than that, keep quiet about your business, and like he said, hire a good attorney if you think he's been wronged in some way. But if y'all just breaking up because y'all not good together, it shouldn't be like I'm gonna take you foot down and all that, because why? As long as he would be fair, and I don't know.
No, yeah, I get it, but I knew they were going to get a divorce the last time we seen her. Because she pissed me off. It's just like
She pissed you off.
all
Yeah.
day long you talk about how bad this man is, then I get it. We understand he's bad.
Yeah,
You
I
need to
mean,
leave. Stop talking about it. I don't care.
They just wasn't, in my opinion.
Incompatible.
Yeah, she was. She has a very strong personality, and he is
Very laid back.
very laid back. So at some point, people get tired of getting bossed around.
But let me tell you something, man. I got a buddy of mine, a good friend of mine, makes really good money, and what he told me. Now he don't. I think I forget what he called it. He had a party. Yeah, because he didn't have to pay. I don't know more because his son was. I don't know what the heck happened. But when he told me he had to pay this woman $99,000 a year, I said, "Oh shit."
It wisely, people.
99,000.
See,
And again, that's based on your tax bracket, so.
Right, so he could afford it. So the court said.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: did she have to take him to that level? You know what I mean?
I don't know. You never liked her from when you met her, so we knew they
Well,
were
I
going
didn't
divorce.
like her. I mean, because she wasn't a people person to women. You know what I mean? She just wasn't a girl's girl. Not that you have to be a good wife. She just wasn't a very friendly person. You didn't get warm vibes off of her, and she seemed to be a little controlling. But the thing is, I wouldn't expect you to. I think that would be keeping you, trying to make you destitute. Not that I could ever do that. Not that every court would allow me to do that. But that's just going overboard.
Make me destitute. You mean give me broke?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Did I not use the right word?
No, you may have. I understood what you meant.
No, that's right.
I don't know what she was saying. She want my ass to be broke.
Right.
Take all my money.
Right, because I think that's a little excessive. I mean, I really need the
But
basics.
see,
I
when
mean,
you
I've
start
been in
pushing it that way, then that other person gets ugly too. The more you
Exactly.
push it,
That's my
now
point. Because you're
trying-
not being fair, and I think breakups, relationships, all of that, you have to be fair. You did love this person one point in time. Y'all broke up. Whose fault was it? It doesn't matter now because it's done. So just be fair to one another. You know you've been with her for the last 10 years and she depending on you to pay that car note and this motherfucking mortgage, then that's what you gotta do. That's what
Sell
a
the house.
man does.
Sell the house.
No, ain't no sell no
Sell
house
the
because
house.
you wouldn't be selling this goddamn house. What are you telling people that lie for?
I'm telling you, sell the house, split the money,
It ain't gonna have to be.
split the money, pay off the car, and
No, that is crazy. If you agree to that dumb shit, no. This is what sounds more reasonable to me.
Oh, you
Pay
who's
this
gonna live the
mortgage,
who?
give me a new car every 3 years,
okay.
make sure my insurance is paid, and I want a policy in your name, and we good. That's where I'm at with
Say
it.
that again.
No.
Hold on, let's get that. Hold on, can I borrow that?
That's what I'm talking.
Insurance, new car, 3 years.
Every 3 years.
And what's the other one?
My house, mortgage paid for.
Oh, I gotta move?
Oh, yeah, you gotta move.
Why can't we sell and you get a place?
I don't want to. I like my house. This is my children was raised.
No, I get it, but you can't take care of this house.
No, because you're gonna pay for the man to come mow the lawn, or the pool man. You're gonna pay for all of that too. I mean, you have to pay to run this household.
But I'm not living in a household.
That's your business. That's what you choose to do.
That's why I said you sell the house, go get something.
Okay, I might agree with that because I'm reasonable. I'm
get something
reasonable.
I can take care of.
Okay, I can agree with that, and you have to pay for everything else. So you agree to everything else? We already got our divorce settlement already right now.
Car note, I'm doing anyway.
Car note. Yeah,
No,
insurance policy.
wait. I will tell the judge. We agreed on that car. Yeah, that when you finish the medical degree thing.
Boy, you ain't got that writing. That's what? No.
Oh, that prompted me to start recording her promises.
I'm just saying that would probably be a reasonable deal to me. That would be me being fair.
Yeah.
And then anything else outside of that, you know, we probably got a little fight on our hands, right? Don't listen to what he said, ladies, because he's talking from a man's point of view.
Well, we talking to couples, aren't we?
Okay.
It's married and Mike. You can't be married without a well. Never mind.
Yeah. But okay, so you allowed to have your opinion. I get it. Yeah. So that was the. Okay, so what's your message to the man?
Split everything even. Just let her do her. You do you. Keep the children in mind, because everything you say, especially if you got small kids, you gotta worry about them. No other arguing and bickering ain't gonna do no good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So keep the kids in mind. Get their kids involved, and just be amicable. I mean, if she's like she said previously, if they just ain't working out, 20 years went by and you don't like the way her butt is hanging no more. Her boobies touching the kneecaps.
That's just your preference.
She weighs 355 pounds, and that's not what you signed up for. And split everything out. I mean, you can't fault a person for who they are,
right,
or who they become.
Right. It's just
unless
not
you
for
can't
you
keep
anymore.
a chicken wing out of her mouth, then that's maybe something you can help her out with.
Put something else in.
You get her one of them weight loss.
Get her a pacifier.
Yeah, I got a pacifier for you. Those weight drugs went down, it's going down. I think I've seen them as low. Not that I was looking it up for you, but $4.99.
Lord. See, this is what you gotta do to keep her being angry. Just laugh, people. Just laugh.
Mm-hmm.
But
y'all see me driving down the street in my car laughing. I'm just laughing. Y'all be like, what are you listening to? No, I'm just laughing because I want to cry. No, I'm just kidding.
So what's your advice?
Advice?
Yes, on our topic.
First and foremost, get a good lawyer. Both of y'all gonna need it. There's so much stuff like, I need to think about the life insurance policy, that kind of stuff, because that makes sense. Bill actually had a client that took out a life insurance policy. Mm-hmm. This is for all y'all pastors out there. He took out a life insurance policy and made the church the beneficiary. He had an untimely death. They were able to
keep it moving
with a whole bunch of money because they keep paying me on time. Thank you. Y'all know who y'all are. Anyway, go ahead. But yeah.
So go ahead with your.
Well, okay. So get a good attorney. So you can go over all those things that you may or may not have thought about. Like that's a good idea for y'all women. If the man is the breadwinner, he may go out there and start getting stupid, acting like he's 21 again, and next thing you know, he ain't here with us. He got shot in the club, old man in the club talking shit. Never mind. Anyway. Whatever. So that's a good point. So get a good attorney, be amicable, and don't be and you professionals out there, and I'm talking to you, lady in particular, you're a professional, keep it professional. keep your business off of Facebook. That's my advice.
Yeah.
Not on Facebook, Instagram, all of them.
Yeah.
Any social media platform. Keep your personal to your personal.
Because and my outtake would be mirror insurance, because you know you have to think about yourself at the end of the day, and that's just self-sabotage at its greatest right there. You know, you built years and years you took years and years trying to build yourself, to let it all come down to this because what? You know, he effed up or he hurt your feelings or crying or sis.
Yeah, but it's different circumstances. I hear what you're saying. But the circumstance we started off by talking about is different, because we all knew from the first day we met. I don't know how long these two have been married. You know, I don't know how long. I can't. You know better than I. But the first date I met him, or the first time I met this individual, I knew that individual was not for her. I knew it day one. The question in my mind was, why didn't she see it? And then the second question I have is, why did it take so long for them both to realize, instead of wasting the last 10 years of their life or 8 years of their life or however?
Well, to answer your first question, why didn't she see it? The better question is why he didn't see it.
Well, he wasn't a problem, but
she was.
Everything she did was against what he wanted to do.
And she didn't want to see it because she wanted marriage, you know. And that's where you have to be careful too. You know, you have to make sure you're ready for marriage, or do you just want to be married because your girlfriend got married? You know what I mean? I mean, you have to think about why you are getting married. Is this the person you want to be with? Is this the perfect mate for you? Do they jive with your vibe? You know what I mean? So I think, one, she wanted to be married. She wanted that life. He was just kind of passive and going along for the ride.
But she took him away from his home and his mama.
And I think that is where the demise started to happen. Because, you know, you married me. Now you're taking me across the state.
No, way across the state, like one end to the other.
So,
out of country, not state, from the country.
So I think that kind of, but they just didn't. They vibe was just off. So that would be my advice, please.
But don't get me wrong, they both cool people. I mean, individually, he's got his cool traits. You know, got a little nerdy side, which I think could be okay. And she just fireball.
Right. She's in that public life. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so
whatever it is, wish her best of luck.
Best of luck, and just make better choices. You know, moving forward. I would say so. Hopefully, we don't have to read part 2 to that.
No,
you know,
I'm looking forward to it.
I might have to call my friend up because I'm starting to feel bad.
Yeah.
But anyway, so moving on, we are going to pull.
Have to pull cards.
You're going to pull a card from here. This is what we're going to do every time from here.
From here.
And you're going to ask me this question.
Okay, this is a mindful question. Mindfulness question. Mindfulness. Did I ever use that word this time?
No, but you will after today.
Sure will. Why do you think it is important to be honest?
Well, you know, I do think it's important to be honest.
When it comes to...
Well, it's important to be honest in most cases. Yeah. Because I think...
99.9999%.
Because I think... excuse me.
I'm going to give you that 0.1 hundredths of a thousand.
Whatever.
Not one. And that is, so... Say you
That's my question.
You
can chime in with
Never mind, forget it. It's your question. Let me answer the question again. Mindfulness. Why do you think it's important to be honest?
I think it's important. Seriously, I think it's important to be honest because honesty builds trust. Once a person kind of catches you in multiple lies, they no longer believe your shit. You know what I mean? So I think it's very important to be honest.
Okay, I get that.
Okay, so go ahead.
I got a quote for something to use.
Okay, go ahead.
Honesty is the best policy.
Was that the dumb shit you was gonna say earlier?
No, I actually forgot what the dumb shit was. That was the dumbest shit.
But I like it. Okay, that was on time. That was on time.
Okay.
Honesty is the best policy. And for that reason, you don't want to be known as a liar, right? Because then nobody want to listen to your shit.
Yeah.
So, and that includes your partner too.
Unless she asked, where were you last night?
Don't listen to him. She asked you where your ass been last. She shouldn't even have to ask that question.
I didn't say no. I just said.
She shouldn't have to ask you that question because your ass should have been home last night. How about that?
Not if you was out with the fellas. And y'all was bar hopping.
I better open up my eyes and see you when I wake up. What are you talking about?
Like you walking in the morning?
Yes. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm grown.
Stop playing for these people.
I'm grown.
Okay. I'm gonna let her. That's another subject
I'd be like,
for another time.
I ain't coming home till later.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to totally disagree on that, but we can talk about that subject later.
Yeah, it's like we live in one state, we party in another state. Sometimes, you know, you have, or whatever you do, and you be like, shh.
And we can't
I gotta
make
make that cross. I gotta make that ride across that bridge. Oh,
right. So that's why I said I can't totally say.
Exactly. You've done it. I've done it.
You know,
I know very well. And we got properties in both states. So why?
Why was?
Okay,
you know,
so that's our situation makes it a little different. So don't lie.
Don't lie.
Unless you have to lie.
Don't. There's no reason you should have to lie. I mean, really, there's no reason. I mean, think about it. Think about this. How many times a day? Well, maybe not in your business. No. But how many times a day do you actually lie? There's no instance for me to lie because I'm grown. I don't have to answer to no damn body. I'm going to do what I want to do, whether they like it or not. So what is there to lie about?
So you said in business. You said
well, now,
life.
even if...
you talking in life in general? Because
in life in general. I'm talking in life in general.
I'm going to get you that, like... by the end of the day, when you know,
well, that's in business. You may have to lie.
things you got to do, and the end of the day came and went, and it didn't get done.
Yeah.
But you already knew in the back of your mind that was a lie.
Right. Well, at work it's okay to be a liar, but
Okay.
in your personal life,
look at the highest job in this earth.
What's that?
The president of the United States.
Well, he's a liar.
See?
And he's a liar on all fronts, though.
Okay, you just
He's
talked
just
about within a relationship.
he's sick. Yeah, I'm just saying within a relationship, or just me personally, every day in my personal life. It's nothing for me to lie to you about. What am I lying about?
Oh, no.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
That's not something you should be honest.
Unless you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing.
And
That's
if
why
you
you're
just
lying.
a liar, if you just not an honest person, you're probably not a good person either, I would think. Because that just send a message to me, you lie, you steal, you cheat. I don't know, but check your conscience on that. So here's your question.
Okay. What is that? Human? What? Questions for humans.
Oh, this is a follow-up. And this is for questions for humans. How does someone gain your trust?
Okay, I'm gonna leave you with another famous quote.
Oh boy, please, but don't make it corny.
Actions speak louder than words. Boom, there it is. Done. Mic drop.
Mic drop on that. I get that too, because you can talk all goddamn day, but if you don't show up when you're supposed to show up to do what you said you were supposed to do, then how am I gonna trust anything you said? So I definitely get that.
Okay, there it is. That was easy.
Okay,
All
you're
right.
gonna leave the singles with it.
But those are more questions.
Well, then ask the questions, man.
Okay, let me ask the questions. Okay.
Make it into a question.
Okay, I don't know what this abbreviation means, but I know what the question is.
Oh, jeez. Maybe we're gonna.
How would you feel if your significant other, that's what S-O means,
Okay.
S/O,
Oh, okay. I didn't
stayed
know
in contact? I didn't know it either. That's how I thought with. I know without. I was like, but that's not without, that's an S.
Okay.
So significant other. So how would you feel if your significant other kept in contact with your ex? See, that's one of the things you lie about. No, people. I mean, okay. If they ask you a question straight from the door, like if they ask you that direct question, you cannot lie. I don't think it behooves you to lie. What happens if it's a situation where if you say yes, she's gonna get mad, but you know there was nothing there. Like say for instance, example, you get a DM from somebody you used to know back in the day because they were the place that y'all were at together. I was like, oh, you just ran across my mind. How you doing? You know, maybe like, I'm chilling.
Well, I'm not saying you have to be forthcoming with the information.
You know, but if you ask, you still in contact with her? Be like, yeah, she just hit me up last week, asked me how I was doing. And all of a sudden,
that's not necessarily true.
You get
that's not necessarily true because then we go back to you being honest. Because if I ask you a question and you answer me that
Honesty
question,
don't mean
you're honest. That's not true. I'm speaking from a woman's point of view. If I ask you those hard questions and you have been honest with me in the past, then I have no reason to doubt what you're telling me right now.
Okay.
But if I, you supposed to be honest, I'm supposed to be able to trust you, and I ask you that question, and then I go find DMs, whether they're innocent or not, in your phone. Not that I would know that, because I would not go through his phone.
I'm sorry. I even try to keep a straight face with that one.
Okay, but all I'm saying is, I wouldn't, unless. Listen, that's a whole different story.
That's a whole other topic.
Yes, but if I go and find it after asking you, that creates the mistrust.
Okay, so a public service announcement. This is a public service announcement for all you brothers out there. Like your security passcodes at your bank, your online passcodes at your bank, your credit cards, your bank accounts, your car note people, change your passcodes regularly.
Whoa, why you say that?
Public service announcement. I just felt like a public service announcement.
But what do you have to hide from your mate? What are you hiding that you have to? I'm sorry.
The reason for the beat that you just heard was to give him a whole government.
Beep.
Stop giving him a government woman.
But what do you have to hide?
People looking for him.
Oh Jesus Lord! You better stop saying that.
Why do you think I keep looking out towards the front entrance? Just to see if somebody coming up at the door. Say, "Is Mr. Such and Such here?" Be like, I don't really. That's why we got that ring. I don't answer no doorbell, so don't come to my house looking for me.
What do you have to hide that you have to change your passcode that often?
Well, criminals, thieves, people that want to seek to do harm.
They have companies that protect your identity. You do know that, right?
That was just a public alert announcement for all the brothers out there. So anyway, I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. Just remember that we are not professionals.
No, just 35 years of experience.
I told you, that's another beat.
Take it or leave it, people.
35 years of experience, we got it. We know what we talk about most things.
But wait a minute, before we go, I want to give my married couples a tip for this week.
Oh, yeah.
So you can stay as married as long as we have. As long as we have. So, and that is celebrate each other all the time. cheer the wins, no matter how small, how big they are, because you have to be your mate's biggest fan. And I think that helps with them feeling loved and, wanted and supported.
I got some stuff on this sheet here.
Oh, and you wanted
fascinating psychology
from last week.
From last week's, yeah. We're gonna keep this up. This is gonna be a week to week thing because I got some fascinating psychological facts about women and men, the human body and behavior. Do you know?
Did you know segment?
Yes, this is Did You Know? I just had it. Okay, this is scary. This is real scary.
Wow.
Did you know that all the sperm that could fit into a aspirin capsule, all the men's sperm that could fit into an aspirin capsule could repopulate the earth? Boom. I'm done.
All the sperm
that could fit into an aspirin capsule.
So just one man's sperm in one capsule?
Aspirin capsule. You know the ones you...
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it only take one capsule to populate the world?
Repopulate the world, yes, that's what I said. Okay, on that...
Men just was born to be no kids. It sounds like.
Well, I got some other facts.
It sounds like y'all have a lot of responsibility from birth.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Repopulating the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have
rejection.
Please. We can ready to go to tangent
across the floor in the club to be like, you want to dance? Be like, no. We've been getting rejected from day one. So anyway, on that note, thank you for stopping by LOU, Married and Mike.
Hey, until we see you guys next time, keep it real and keep it loving, and we will catch you next time, people. Peace.
Peace.